while you're doing it. You'll meet all these nice people. Really? Well, I'm really making the best money though. Yeah, I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna need to do it whenever we want.
Ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Minneapolis, Minnesota, home of the St. Paul Saints. As tonight's minor league baseball using the greatest franchise teams of Strat Matic, it will be the Columbus Clippers taking on the St. Paul Saints. Your sports time machine is here to bring you an exciting franchise game between two of these great minor league franchises. The Saints have taken the field, and their defensive alignment is Oliva in left, Puckett in center, Bobby Allison in right, Kilbrew at third, Cronin at short, Knobloch at second, and Rod Carew at first. Joe Mauer is behind the plate, and on the mound is Bert Blyleven, who was 20-17 on the year, 2.52 ERA. He pitched 325 innings, giving up 296 hits. He'll be opposed today by Louis Tiant of the Columbus Clippers. And here is the Clippers lineup. Tris Speaker gets the start in center. He has not been starting, but Kenny Lofton came up with a very big injury that'll keep him out for at least 15 games. So Tris Speaker will get the opportunity to play during this time. Batting second will be Napoleon Lajoie. Batting third is a designated hitter, Hal Trotsky. Batting fourth, left fielder, Albert Bell. Batting fifth, the first baseman, Jim Thome. Batting sixth is Earl Averill in right. Manny Ramirez out with an injury. So the Clippers are out with two of their main outfielders. Batting eighth is a catcher, Victor Martinez. And batting ninth, the shortstop, is Lou Boudreau. So here we go. We get started here. Clippers versus the Saints. So Tris Speaker will lead off. This is his first at bat. This is only the second game of the season. In the opener, the St. Paul Saints won it over the Clippers. Mauer sets the target. Bert Blyleven looks in. Here is the pitch to Speaker. 5-9 ground ball to short. That's Cronin. Picks it up and throws it out, and you got out number one. So Speaker retired. And now here is Napoleon Lajoie, 1 for 4, a double and an RBI in his opener, a 400 hitter. Mauer sets the target. Blyleven looks in, and the windup to Lajoie. 3-2, and that's a line drive left field. Oliva leaps and makes a nice catch, and there's 2 outs. Okay. Here's a designated hitter, Hal Trotsky. 343 hitter this season, 42 home runs, 162 RBIs. Mauer sets the target. Blyleven looks in, and here's the windup to Trotsky. All 6 is out of there, and Blyleven almost got stunned. But he remains in the game. 1/2 inning of play. Columbus nothing. St. Paul coming up to bat. So on the mound is Louis Tiant, 1968 year, 21-9, 1.60 ERA. The Indians defensively is Bell, Speaker, Averill, Rosen, Boudreau, Lajoie, and Thome. Martinez behind the plate, and Louis Tiant on the mound. So last of the first inning here, we're here at the Metrodome, Minneapolis, as we're home of the St. Paul Saints. I'm going to try to get more of a target feel for the game, but for some reason I did not have one on me, so I'm going to have to look it up and see why there is a prop that. So here we go, top of the bottom of the first inning here. And it'll be Goose Goslin of the Washington Senators, and also of the Minnesota Twins. 333 hitter, 1 for 3 in the opener, a couple walks, and he's got a stolen base. Martinez sets the target. Tiant looks in, and the big pitch to Goslin is a 5-10 and walks him. So Goslin is on base. Here is Joe Cronin, 250, 1 for 4 in the opener, batting from the right-hand side. Martinez sets the target. Tiant looks up to the stars, and the pitch to Cronin. Here comes the throw, and got him. A good throw by Victor Martinez as Lajoie applied a tough tag on Gosselin. So with one out, here is Cronin now. Martinez sets the target. Tiant with the high above kick and pitch. It'll be a 2-9 ground ball to third. Rosen over to first, and there is 2 outs. So with 2 outs here in the first, here is Joe Mauer. He's headed to the Hall of Fame within the next year or so. 750 hitter, 3 for 4 in the opener, home run and 5 runs batted in. Martinez sets the target. Louis Tiant to the skies and throws. 6-11 fly ball left field. That's Albert Bell. That could be trouble. Comes in and makes a nice running catch. And the St. Paul Saints are done in the first. Clippers, nothing. Saints, nothing. So top of the second, Albert Bell, Jim Thome, and Earl Averill, the batter. So here's Bell. He was 2 for 4 in the opener with a double. Blyleven looks in, gets a sign from Mauer. Here's the 12. The 6 curveball by Blyleven. Fly ball right field. Allison there makes the catch and 1 away. Here is Jim Thome. 0 for 4, strikeout in the opener. Big left-handed bat with power. Mauer sets the target. Blyleven looks up, and here's the pitch. 12-6 curveball. 110, and he sends that into orbit. Right field. Back goes bucket. Way back, and that is gone. So Jim Thome hits his first home run of the season. And the Clippers take a 1-0 lead. So now here's Earl Averill. He was 0 for 2 in the opener. Again, in the lineup because Manny Ramirez is out, probably for the rest of this series with injury. Mauer sets the target. Blyleven looks in. Here's the pitch to Averill. 6-6, fly ball right field. Allison there makes the catch. And there's 2 outs. There's the third baseman, Mr. Al Rosen. 0 for 3 in the opener, right-handed batter. Mauer down the target for him. Blyleven looks in, and here's the pitch to Rosen. 4-8, and struck him out. We played an inning and a half here in St. Paul. It's 1-0 Columbus. It'll now be Harmon Killebrew, Rod Carew, and Kirby Puckett. The bat for the St. Paul Saints here in the second. Again, all the great franchise teams have been pushed to their AAA minor league affiliates, and we're using the same standings alignment they're using now. So the International League has 2 10-team divisions, and then the 2 Pacific teams, which I'm familiar with, I believe have 2 6-team divisions, I believe. So not as many, definitely, in the Pacific. So here's Harmon Killebrew. He's hitting 250, 1 for 4 home run and RBI. Martinez sets the target. Tiant looks in. Here's the pitch to Harmon. 6-8, and struck him out. Boy, nice pitch from Louis Tiant. 1 out in the second. Here's the first baseman, Rod Carew. He was 0 for 4 in the opener. Remember, this is his .388 season in 77. Martinez sets the target. Tiant looks in, and the pitch. 1-4. That is a line drive in the gap, and Speaker cannot get it. But a nice play by Earl Averill will throw it back in, and Carew will have to stay with a double. Averill backed it up perfectly, or that would have been a triple or more. So Carew a 1-out triple. Here is Kirby Puckett. 1 for 4 in the opener with the double. Martinez sets the target. Tiant looks in from the stretch, looks to the sky, and the pitch to Puckett. That is a 4-8, a line drive caught by Boudreau, and Carew has to hold. Here's the second baseman, Chuck Knobloch. 1 for 3 in the opener with a walk, right-handed batter. Chucky, good bat to ball hitter. Carew at second with great speed. Martinez sets the target. Tiant from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Knobloch. 5-8, struck him out, and we play 2 here in St. Paul. 1-0 Columbus. So in the third inning, let's make sure how we're playing this so far. Both teams are controlled by the computer, so I'm just going to be a broadcaster. It'll be V-Mart, Victor Martinez, Lou Boudreau, and Tris Speaker, the bat for the third inning here. Again, welcome to the Metrodome, St. Paul, home of the St. Paul Saints. They're taking on the Columbus Clippers, a AAA affiliate of the greatest franchise teams of the Cleveland Indians. So top of the third, it will now be V-Mark. Victor Martinez is on as Maurer puts down the sign for him. Blyleven with the windup to V-Mark. 5-7 struck him out. Blyleven with a big K. Here's Lou Boudreau. Boy, what a shortstop they have. You have either possibly Boudreau or even Lindor. Bauer puts down the sign. Blyleven looks to the big curveball, and that is a strikeout for Blyleven. Third strikeout over an inning, 2/3, and here's Tris Speaker. Grounded out his first time up. Maurer puts down the target. Blyleven with the windup and pitch. 1-2. That's a deep drive right center field. Cannot get it. To the wall goes. Tripper for 2. Speaker will go for 3 and makes it a 2-out triple for Tris Speaker. So now here's Napoleon Lajoie. He's 0 for 1. Flied out his first time up. 1-0 Columbus. Maurer sets the target. Blyleven from the stretch. Speaker, a good lead off third. The pitch. That's a 2-11 struck Lajoie out to end the inning. They straighten the runner at third. 1-0 Columbus. So now here's Bob Allison, who'll be followed by Tony Oliva and Goose Goslin, the bat for the St. Paul Saints here in the third. Martinez sets the target. Tiant looks in. Here's the pitch to Bob Allison. 5-7 ground ball second. That's an easy play for Lajoie. Throws him out one away. This Columbus team will be tough defensively, although with Albert Bell on left can be a problem, but they are without the services of both Ramirez and Kenny Lofton. So Oliva, the batter, he's hitting 250, 1 for 4 in the opener with a double. Martinez sets the target. Tiant looks to the sky and the pitch to Oliva. 5-6 and struck him out. Another strikeout for Tiant. So now here's Goose Goslin. He walked his first time up. 2 outs here in the third. 1-0 Columbus. Martinez sets the target. Tiant looks to the sky and the pitch to Goslin. 2-9 double for Goslin in the gap. Speaker cannot get it. A 2-out double for Goose Goslin. So now here's Joe Cronin. He's 0 for 1. Martinez sets the sign for him. Tiant working from the stretch. Runner on second. 2-out pitch to Cronin. That's a 2-6 single to center field. They're going to try to send him. They do, and the score is tied. So the score doesn't. So they allow the. So Cronin is stopped at first. The run scores RBI Joe Cronin, and we're tied at 1. Here's the catcher Joe Maurer now. Martinez now goes out and talks to Tiant, puts the gear back on him. Tiant from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Cronin. Cronin on a fly ball, shallow center. Speaker's there. They get a run back. We go to the fourth, all tied at 1. 1-1. We head to the fourth. Franchise Major League Baseball playing the minor league baseball teams. So here's Hal Trotsky. He's still up. He'll be followed by Bell and Tomei. Lefty, righty, lefty against Blyleven here in the fourth. Maurer puts down the sign. Blyleven looks in, and the pitch to Trotsky. 2-7, line drive, base hit for Trotsky. He's 1 for 1. Now here's Albert Bell. So Bauer puts down the sign. Blyleven from the stretch. Runner on first, nobody out. Pitch to Bell, and that's a walk to Bell, and the Clippers got 2 on and nobody out. Here's Jim Tomei. Homered his last time up. Blyleven a little bit of trouble. 1-1 ball game. The Saints won the first game of this series. Maurer puts down the target. Blyleven from the stretch. First and second, nobody out. Pitch to Tomei. Line drive in the gap. Pocket puts the glove out, makes the catch, and Trotsky has to hold. And now here's Earl Averill. Definitely not chop liver when it comes to replacement here. He's 0 for 3, flied out his last time up. He's a 380 season, 28 and 126 on the season he's playing with. Maurer puts down the target. Blyleven from the stretch, first and second, 1 out. Here's a 6-9 5-ball left field. Oliva's there, makes the catch, and Trotsky will hold. 2 on and 2 outs, and here is Al Rosen. 0 for 1, struck out his first time up. Blyleven now looking to Houdini himself out of this. Maurer sets the target. Blyleven from the stretch. Pitch to Rosen. 5-12. Ground ball back to Blyleven. Throws him out and the inning is over. We go to the bottom of the fourth. It's 1-1. Each team 1 run on 3 hits. It'll be Killebrew, Carew, Puckett for the Saints here in the fourth. Martinez sets the target. Tiant looks in and the windup to Killebrew. 3-8, and that's gone. Oh my, did he get all this? Right center field. Speaker doesn't even move. Long and gone. Harmon Killebrew. Saints 2, Clippers 1. So now here's Rod Carew, doubled his last time up. So Tiant's giving up a bomb now to Killebrew in this inning. Martinez sets the target. Tiant looks in. Here's the pitch to Carew. 5-7, ground ball second. Lajoie's got it, throws him out. Nicely done. Good job, Napoleon Lajoie. So now here's Kirby Puckett, 0 for 1, lined out his first time up. Martinez sets in the target. Tiant from the windup. Here's the pitch to Puckett. And that's a single to center field for Kirby Puckett. So Puckett's on board. Here's Knobloch. He's 0 for 1. Martinez puts down the sign. Tiant now from the stretch. Puckett goes. Here's a pitch to Knobloch. 6-10, fly ball center. Speaker will get this. No, it drops out of the glove. Speaker cannot hold on to it. Puckett will go to third. Knobloch in the second on the 2-base error. Second and third, 1 out in the fourth with the Saints up 2-1. And now here's Bobby Allison. So Allison the batter. Oh my. Martinez sets in the target. Tiant now looking not happy with the situation. Second and third, 1 out. Tiant, looks up to the sky. Spins, turns, throws to Allison. And he has a line drive left center field. Bell at the catch. He turns around. The Puckett will score. Oh, what a catch by Bell. But the run scores. 3-1 Saints. Here in the fourth. Here's Tony Oliva. 0 for 1. Knobloch at second, 2 outs. Great speed. Martinez sets the target. Tiant from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Oliva. And that is a line drive to deep right field. Back to Speaker. He looks up and it is gone. A 2-run homer, Tony Oliva. First home run of the year. And the Saints lead by 4, 5-1. A 4-run fourth. And here's Goose Goslin. Walked and doubled. Martinez puts down the target. Tiant looks in. Here's the pitch to Goslin. 5-9, ground ball to second. Lajoie throws him out. And the Saints' fourth inning is over. They get 4. We go to the fifth. 5-1 St. Paul. So we go here in the fifth inning. 5-1 St. Paul. It'll now be Victor Martinez, Lou Boudreau, and Tris Speaker for the Clippers. Maurer puts down the sign. Blyleven looks in. Here's the pitch. That'll be a 5-8. Struck him out. Big strikeout for Blyleven, his fifth. Here's Boudreau. Maurer puts down the sign for him. Blyleven looks up, and here's the pitch to him. 5-5 and a ground ball to short. That will be Cronin. Comes up and throws a strike second out. Here's Tris Speaker. He's grounded out and tripled. Maurer puts down the sign. Blyleven looks in. Here's the 12-6. 3-9 base hit Speaker. 2 for 3. Here's Lajoie. He's 0 for 2. 2 outs in the fifth. 5-1 St. Paul. Maurer puts down the target. Shifts sides. Blyleven from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Lajoie. 5-9 ground ball to second. Knobloch throws him out, and we have an official one. We go to the bottom of the fifth. 5-1 St. Paul. Cronin, Maurer, Killebrew for the Saints against Louis Tiant, still going strong here in the fifth. Martinez puts down the sign. Tiant looks in. To the skies the pitch. 3-10 and a walk him. So Cronin takes first. Here is Maurer, who's 0 for 2. Martinez sets in the target. Tiant from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Maurer. 4-12 ground ball to short. Could be 2. No. Let's see what that was. He had a line drive at Boudreau. There was a liner. Good catch, and Cronin held. So with 1 out here in the fifth, here's Killebrew. Struck out and hit a moonshot his last time up. Martinez puts down the sign. Tiant from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And now we have 1-7 double play ball. Lajoie, Boudreau, and Tome. 4-6-3. We head to the sixth. 5-1 Saints. So 5-1 Saints here in the sixth, the greatest franchise team of the Minnesota and Washington Senators taking the lead here over the best of the Cleveland Indians, the Columbus Clippers, 5-1 in the sixth inning. Here's Hal Trotsky, 1 for 2. Again, Lofton and Manny Ramirez both out of the lineup with injuries. Lofton's injury can be a long-term injury. Maurer sets the target. Blyleven looks in. Here's the pitch to Trotsky. And that's a walk. So another walk from Blyleven is second. Here's Albert Bell. He didn't want to give the Clippers any extended outs. This Indian team can still mash. Maurer sets the target. Blyleven working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Bell. 5-4, 5-ball center. Puckett should get this one. He does one away. So the tough Albert Bell retired. Here's the first baseman, Jim Thome. 1 for 2. Had a long home run back in the second. Gave the Clippers a 1-0 lead. That did not hold on long. Maurer puts down the sign. Blyleven from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Thome. 5-6, I got the inside corner. So Blyleven dropped the curve there. 2 outs for the left-handed hitter, Earl Averill. 2 flyouts. Maurer puts down the sign. Blyleven from the stretch. Here's the pitch. And that will be a 2-12 line drive to Killebrew ends the inning. The Clippers 6th leaves 1. We go to the bottom of the 6th, 5-1 Saints. Carew, Puckett, Knobloch for the Saints. They're 1 for 2 so far. A double back in the second. Martinez puts down the sign. Tiant still in the game. Here's the pitch to Carew. 2-7-5 ball to center. Speaker will be there. Takes it 1 away. Here's Kirby Puckett. 1 for 2. Single back in the fourth.
I got it this time.
Vmar puts down the sign. Tiant looks in, and the pitch to Puckett. 1-7 single center field for Puckett. He's 2 for 3. Now here's Knobloch. He's 0 for 2 with the run scored. Martinez sets in the target for him, flashes the numbers. Tiant from the stretch, the pitch to Knobloch. 5-9, and got that inside corner, 2 outs. And here's Bobby Allison. 0 for 1, sacrifice fly, RBI back in the fourth. Martinez sets the target. Tiant from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Allison. And that is a line drive caught by Rosen and ends the 6th. We go to the top of the 7th. It's 5-1 St. Paul. St. Paul, 5 runs on 7 hits, while Columbus, 1 run, 4 hits, and 1 error. Bert Blyleven coming out and pitching the 7th inning here for the Saints. It'll be Rosen, Martinez, and Boudreaux for the Clippers. Maurer puts down the target. Blyleven looks in. Here's pitch to Rosen, and that is a ground ball to third. Killebrew got it, throws across the diamond to Carew, 1 out in the 7th. Victor Martinez 0 for 2. He struck out twice. Maurer puts down the sign. Blyleven looks in, the big overhand curveball and hit him with the pitch. It went too far inside. So Columbus has a 1-out base runner via the hit batsman. Here's Lou Boudreaux, 0 for 2. Struck out and grounded out. Maurer puts down the sign. Blyleven now working from the stretch. Slow base runner Martinez. Here's the pitch to Boudreaux. 6-7, got the inside corner. Blyleven painted the black. 2 outs here in the 7th, and here's Speaker. 2 for 3, triple in the 3rd, single in the 5th. Maurer puts down the target. Blyleven from the stretch. Runner on first, 2 out the pitch. And that will be a line drive for Speaker. Martinez will go first to 3rd. Speaker will stop at first. And Tris Speaker is 3 for 4. First and 3rd, 2 outs. Now Columbus a chance to get back in this. Here's the tough Napoleon Lajoie. So Blyleven looks in, gets the sign from the stretch. He looks in from the belt. Here's the pitch to Lajoie. 1-4 second to center field. Martinez scores. Speaker stops at second, and it's a 5-2 ball game. So now here's Hal Trotsky, the left-hander. Now we'll see what St. Paul does. Blyleven's and the St. bullpen's probably starting to get loose. First and second, 2 outs, 5-2 St. Paul. Maurer puts down the target. Blyleven from the stretch. First and second, 2 out, pitch to Trotsky. 3-3, strike him out, and Blyleven gets out of the 7th. 5-2 St. Paul. They leave the runners on. They needed a tie. It'll now be Oliva, followed by Gosselin and Cronin. So now here's Oliva, 1-for-2 with a home run. Martinez puts down the target. Tiant looks in. Here's a pitch to Oliva. 4-5. There's a liner for Averill. Comes in, puts the glove down, and makes a good catch. One away. Here's Goose Gosselin. 5-2 St. Paul here, 1 out in the 7th. Gosselin's 1-for-3, a double and a walk. Martinez puts down the sign. Tiant with the big wind-up and kicks. Struck him out. 2 outs in the 7th, and here's Cronin. 1-for-2, single in the 3rd, walked in the 5th. Martinez sets in the target. Tiant looks in, and the pitch to Cronin. 2-8, ground ball to short. Boudreaux throws him out, and we played 7. It's 5-2 St. Paul. We head to the 8th of a 5-2 ball game. So now we come to the fun part. Albert, Bell, Tomei, and Averill against Blyleven in the 8th. Bauer puts down the sign. Blyleven looks in. Here's the pitch to Bell, and that's a liner base hit for Albert Bell. He's 1-for-3. And now Columbus starting to get good wood on the ball. Both teams with 7 hits. Here's Tomei, 1-for-3, long home run back in the 2nd. Mauer sets the target. Blyleven from the stretch. The pitch to Tomei. 5-2, fly ball right field. Allison at the track makes the catch and a long out. Here's Earl Averill, 0-for-3, 2 fly outs and a foul out. Mauer goes out and talks to Blyleven. On deck is the lefty, right-handed Al Rosen. Mauer puts down the sign. Blyleven from the stretch gets it. Here's the pitch to Averill. 4-6 second center field. Bell will stop at second. And now the tying runner's on board again for the 3rd baseman, Al Rosen. 0-for-3. On deck is a switch hitting catcher, V-Mark Victor Martinez. Mauer puts down the sign, goes over him. Blyleven from the stretch. Can Blyleven Houdini himself out of this one? Pitch to him, struck him out. Big strikeout for Blyleven, his 9th. So 1st and 2nd, 2 outs for V-Mart. Struck out twice and hit by a pitch. Mauer puts down the sign. Blyleven working from the stretch. 1st and 2nd, 2 outs. 3-run game. Back to Victor Martinez. 1-6. Double to right field. Off the bag is Allison. Bell scores. Averill will hold at 3rd. It's a 5-3 ball game in the 8th. So now Lou Boudreaux, the batter, 0-for-3. Averill's the 4th run. V-Mart's the 5th run. And the potential tying run. Do you bat or run for V-Mart here? Do you have a catcher to do so with? That's when you have to look. And Carlos Santana can come in and catch. So you could run here. 2nd and 3rd, 2 out, Boudreaux. 5-3 Saints. Mauer puts down the sign. Blyleven from the stretch and the pitch. 2-2 hit Boudreaux. And Boudreaux will go down with an injury. This will be the 3rd injury for the Columbus Clippers as he's hit by a pitch. Training staff will get him, and it'll be Avila. So Avila comes in for the Tribe. And who's that? That's Bobby Avila from the 54 Indians. He'll probably come in and stay in at second base. So now the Indians are lost with 3 of their starters. Bases loaded, 2 outs in the 8th for Speaker. And he is 3-for-4 at the triple. Doesn't matter if you give him a lefty or give him a righty. So here we go. Mauer sets, puts the sign down. Blyleven from the stretch. Bases loaded, 2 outs, 5-3 St. Paul, and they will bring Larry Doby in now. See, that's a smart call. Larry Doby will go in and run for V-Mart, so he represents the tying run, and then Avila's the trailing runners at first. So here we go. You'll probably see Carlos Santana going in and catch. Mauer puts the glove down. Blyleven from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Speaker. 6-10, ground ball to 3rd. Hits the Killebrew. Throws. Got it. Good play by Killebrew. Oh, strong throw by a Killebrew. Bottom of the 8th coming up. 5-3 Saints. Holy cow. And what a Houdini effort for Blyleven as he gets out of it. So now we go to the bottom of the eighth, 5-3 St. Paul. Maurer, Killebrew, Carew, left, right, left against Tiant. So Santana, the new catcher, puts the sign down. Avila's the new second baseman. Tiant looks in and the pitch to Maurer, and that is a liner. It will. Speaker cannot get it. Went for a diving play, goes all the way to the wall. Maurer for two, will hit for three, and makes it. So Maurer leads the ninth, eighth inning off with a triple, and St. Paul with a big insurance run 90 feet away. So now here's Harmon Killebrew, 1 for 3, a monster shot in the fourth inning for a home run. Tiant still in. Santana puts down the sign. Tiant from the stretch. Maurer to get a good lead off third, and they're going to the bullpen, and it will be Michael Jackson. He came in the first game, did not pitch well, gave up a hit and a walk, and gave up a long ball. So Jackson already felt his great year he had got spoiled. He was 1-1, 40 saves, 1.55 ERA, and he got bombed right off the bat. So Michael Jackson now working off the stretch, the right-hander. He'll pitch to Killebrew here. The infield is in the Killebrew. And the pitch, and struck him out. Michael Jackson, he gets the big strikeout here in the eighth, and here's Carew. And now with Puckett to follow. Do you walk Carew and maybe then pitch the Puckett and then Knobloch? We'll see what Jackson does here. Santana sets the target. Jackson from the stretch. Will they pitch to Carew? Yes, they will. Pitch to Carew, pop up the short. Lajoie there makes the catch, and there's 2 outs. Houdini effort in process from Michael Jackson. Runner on third, 2 outs for Puckett. He's 2 for 3 runs scored. Knobloch on deck. 5-3 Saints in the eighth. 5-8-0 for the Saints. 3-9-1 for the Clippers. Santana puts down the sign. Jackson from the stretch. Runner on third. 2 outs. Pitch to Puckett. 1-3. Second left field. Maurer scores, and the Saints get a huge extra run. RBI Kirby Puckett. It is now a 6-3 ball game. So now here's Knobloch 0 for 3. Santana puts down the sign. Jackson from the stretch. And here it is. And Puckett will move to second base. That will be a wild pitch. So now Jackson looks in from the stretch. Runner on second, 2 out. Pitch to Knobloch. 6-10. Ground ball to short. That is Lajoie. He moved to short. Makes the play and ends it. So that does it. It's 6-3. We head to the ninth. On the mound will be Nathan. So one of the greatest closers in Twin history, now pitching for the Saints. A 6-3 lead is a save situation. Lajoie followed by Trotsky and Bell, the bat for the Clippers in the ninth. We have seen shorter leads than this not hold up because of how much power these games have. So Lajoie, 1 for 4, the RBI. Maurer sets the target. Nathan looks in, and the pitch will be a 1-4 single to center field. Lajoie's 2 for 5. So now they get 1 up. Now here's Trotsky, 1 for 3 with a walk. Trotsky has a single in the 4th, walk in the 6th. He struck out back in the 7th. All those against Blyleven. Maurer sets the target. Nathan from the stretch. Here's a pitch to Trotsky. 4-4 struck him out. Big fastball by Nathan. So Nathan is 1 out, 2 outs away, but now here's the dangerous Albert Bell. But luckily it's a 3-run lead, and Bell's bat doesn't mean anything but gets the game closer. Maurer sets in the target. Nathan from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Albert Bell. 4-4. It struck him out. That's 2 in the inning for Nathan. So now here's the first baseman and last hope for the Clippers. Jim Thome. 1 for 4. Long home run back in the second. He's had a couple flyouts and a strikeout. Nathan looking to seal it for the Saints. Maurer puts down the target. Nathan looks in. Here's the pitch to Thome. 2-5, and that is a strikeout and ends it. He gets the side out and strikes out the side. So Nathan comes in, gets himself the save by giving up a hit, but he strikes out the next three. Blyleven wins it, going 8 innings and 9 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 2 walks, and 9 strikeouts. Tiant goes 7, 8 hits, 6 runs, 3 were earned, 2 walks, and 5 strikeouts. Jackson would win an inning. Doubles in the game by Martinez, Gosselin, Carew, triples by Speaker and Maurer, home runs by Tomei, Killebrew, and Oliva. For the Clippers, Speaker 3 for 5, Lajoie 2 for 5. And again, for the Saints, Puckett went 3 for 4, runs scored in, RBI, and then a bunch of Saints had single hits. So the Saints win 6-9-0. The Clippers 3-10-1. Again, Boudreaux will be added to the injured list as the Columbus Clippers continue with their injury ways here in this MILB Stratomatic season, using the greatest franchise teams playing for their AAA affiliates. The final score, the Saints, who are the AAA affiliate of the Minnesota Twins, the greatest teams, win it 6-3. The Clippers are the AAA affiliate of the Cleveland Indians. They out-hit the Saints today 10-9, but unable to win it as the Saints win it by the score of 6-3. Let's kind of look at our standings here. If you can see that, which we think you can, we'll take a look at it again. We talked about this. The East and West both have 10-team divisions, while the Pacific East has 5 teams. The Pacific West has 5 teams. So only 10 teams in the PCL, while the International League have the 20 teams, and they have 10 teams each in the East and Western Division. But so far, the International West, St. Paul, Iowa, and Gwinnett all have 2-0 records. The 0-2 belongs to Nashville, Toledo, and Columbus, also in the International League in the West also. We got some great other games coming up, so stay tuned. This is MILB playing Stratomatic with the greatest franchise teams. Thank you, folks. Any questions, please go ahead and leave them, or please subscribe. Appreciate all your time. Have a good rest of the evening. Again, please stay tuned for more MILB action playing Stratomatic baseball.